Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to Zen-Tarot. My name's Julie. We're going to do a tarot card reading for you today, Virgo. We're going to take a look at your energy, see where you guys are at leading into this new moon in Libra, October 21st, really bringing in some peace and some balance to all of us. So hope the energy is treating you well, Virgo. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you would like a personal reading from me, I am open for those. I will leave my information in the description box below. All right, Virgo, let's get you an Osho Zen Tarot card for Up in the Ether. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Virgo. What do we need to talk about? Guidance. Look at this, the three of Pentacles here. Guidance. Look at that angelic presence around you. This real guidance right now. You're feeling it. You're being guided in a certain direction, being asked to let go of some things here. We are all going through kind of a sacred purge right now, kind of a seasonal cleaning house right now, but using that Libra wisdom to see what we're valuing and what we can let go of, what we can be free of once and for all here. So I love this. I love this angelic presence around you. And completion. Look at this, number 21, the last card in the major arcana with the world card coming out. You have found that last piece of the puzzle. You have been trying to figure this out for a very long time. Maybe that piece was missing or you just couldn't see it, but it has come into vision now, and it is a huge completion for you. Yes, maybe that's why this angelic presence is around you, to kind of celebrate the end of the road here, the completion of a cycle, the end of an era for you, for sure. Let's see what kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for you, Virgo. Whew, let's clear this energy out a little bit. Let's see what kind of animal spirit guide is walking with Virgo right now. Animal spirit guide walking with Virgo. The brown bear spirit. Look at this. This is like you coming out of hibernation. Once again, you've been in this cycle of fixing, of helping everyone in your life, of making sure that all paths are smooth and taken care of and manicured and groomed and fed, and you've just been the caretaker. You've absolutely been the caretaker, kind of hold away, kind of hibernating away, but it is time for you, Virgo. Also the number 9, which is your number, and also the card, the Hermit, is the number 9 here. So this inner wisdom rising up. You have really been in a classroom of learning. It's so beautiful. It's time to take care of Virgo now. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Well, this is what you have been. Number 37 converts to a 10. A 10 is also about a completion, an ending, a starting over, converts to a 1. So beautiful Leo energy coming through for you there, Virgo. And bee spirit, sweet results await, the number 7. Wow. 7 is a universal sacred number. We always move in 7-year cycles. Sometimes they can last 8, 9, sometimes a decade long. But that's just the shadow period in and out of the actual cycle. It's a pattern that repeats over and over again until we break the pattern or break the habit of it. Maybe it's turning into a habit for you. But it's time for a break. You got to get a break in. You got to get a minute to yourself here to help this inner wisdom rise without all the needs of the world pounding down on you. You've got some beautiful angelic beings around you, just really helping you to take care of you here. And the generous spirit, that's just confirmation that you have been so generous of spirit, Virgo. Look at this dove spirit, be peace. Yes, I love this. Number 21 converts to a 3. We've got the 2 3s here with the 3 of Pentacles. 3s are about celebration and going out with friends and really kicking back and not having all of those worries pounding down on you, or that anxiety of tomorrow and what's tomorrow going to bring and how am I going to do this and how am I going to figure that out. It just has everything to do with letting your past dictate your future. And that's where this sacred cleansing out is coming in here. Detox those fears and those worries and those things that hold you back, keep you in fear, keep you frozen in fear. Yes, All right, Virgo, let's take a look at the mind space for you. What are you thinking about leading into this new moon in Libra, October 21st? What's on Virgo's mind, Spirit? What does Virgo want to talk about? The Two of Cups, partnership. Look at this celebration of each other here. Really finding a connection that means something to you and that you value, and the conversation is easy and flowing and feels very adult. Maybe you've been around kids, or you've been around, maybe you're a teacher and you're dealing with those younger ones, or those ones where you have to kind of move into the inner child and be more playful, where this feels very much mature, like you've grown into some kind of relationship here. Or there's a relationship that's solidifying here and you're thinking much more longer term about it, where this can go long term. So maybe you were living in the temporary for a while and this feels a lot more permanent. Tell me about this relationship that Virgo's focused on. The Knight of Cups. Wow, somebody's focused on you, that's for sure. Knight of Pentacles, absolutely somebody focused on you. 10 of Cups, good God, Virgo, this happy ever after coming in for you. Wow, gives you confidence. And the 7 of Cups, a lot of choices. You have a lot of choices, a lot of suitors, a lot of people vying for your attention right now. Wow. People really coming in. You're like this magnet. They can smell that inner peace on you, and that detachment from the chaos or from the fear or from the anxiety here. You're just brimming with confidence with the Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Wands just screams confidence. You know, when someone just walks in the room and you know they're in the room, you didn't see them come in, but you can feel them there. That's how you are at every turn right now, Virgo. You're walking into a room and all heads are turning. Who is that? Who is that? You're just so magnetic, and everybody wants to be with you. But there's some very specific, there's one here that's very mature, very much grown into something really solid. And then there's some younger energy coming in with some offers here with, look at me, Virgo, look what I have to offer. They're just laying some things at your feet right now. I wonder what this overwhelmment is. Why overwhelmment with all these offers coming in? Is it just too many offers? Tell me about the 7 of Cups, Spirit, before we move to the heart space for Virgo. 8 of Wands, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Look at these pages. The apprenticeship, the beginner mind, the starting over in something here. Maybe starting into a new relationship and it feels like the sky's the limit, or we could go anywhere. We could do anything. Feeling very much free in a relationship here. But yeah, Page of Pentacles, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So some kind of offer in money, a job offer, a collaboration offer, a partnership offered. There's definitely an offer when it comes to finances and investing. Will you invest in me and I will invest in you? There's a equal opportunity that stepped up here. King of Cups, more royalty with the Queen of Wands here. The King of Cups really mastered his own heart, just really pulled in the energy here. Sometimes it can mean unrequited love. So maybe somebody's holding back, or somebody wants to tell you how they feel, but they're kind of holding back with that King of Cups. Very, very fast moving energy here. It's like a quick decision is made. Very quick decision is made. But yeah, there's a younger person that has an offer coming in here. Can I invest in you? Or let's make this work. Or maybe that just makes you feel a little uneasy. Maybe it makes you feel uneasy to put your trust in the hands of somebody who doesn't feel as experienced as you, but that's going to bring in so many new beginnings and a learning experience for you. We can learn something from everyone, so this is beautiful. Never be the smartest person in the room type thing. But maybe that makes you feel nervous. Let's look at the heart space for you, Virgo. What's going on in the heart space? I feel like this king has to come right there. I don't know why. Okay, let's take a look at the heart space. What is going on in the heart space for Virgo? What is Virgo feeling right now, Spirit? Queen of Swords. Wow, look at all this royalty. Just really an elevation up, going from the pages to the kings and the queens here. That's a beautiful evolution. So you've just really mastered something. You've stepped into something. You feel more confident. You feel like you know what you're doing. It's like a starting out on a new job, and you're feeling so overwhelmed. You're thinking, my God, I am never going to figure this out. And people seem to know what they're doing. How is that possible? Makes you feel so small and so inferior. But then as the days go by and you start knowing, you start figuring it out, you start using your critical thinking. You're a beautiful critical thinker. It just feels so easy. And then the new person comes in and they're so confused and so overwhelmed, and you're looking at them, you're just thinking, okay, just wait. You'll get this. You're the pro now. You're the master now. But you're tired. You absolutely need a break with take time out with the brown bear spirit up there, and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is exhausted. She's won the battle, but the war is not over. So she's still on guard. She still can't take that break. She still can't just shut her eyes and fall into a deep, deep sleep, because there's alarms around. There's something that could come in at any moment, and she needs to be at full alert or full attention there, because the war is not over. Tell me about that. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in the heart space, this feeling that Virgo has to stay on guard or stay alert. What's that about? The World. Oh my God. Number 21, you've got the World twice. Wow. It is time to relax. It is time to let your guard down. It is time to trust that Spirit has this, and that you don't have to be on full watch anymore. You don't have to be the night guard anymore, keeping yourself awake because everyone out in the house is dead asleep, right? They get to go into dreamland, into dream world, while you're still on alert. It's like insomnia, because you feel like somebody's got to stay on watch, right? Somebody's got to stay and take care of all this. It doesn't have to be you, not right now. It's the end of that. It's the end of having you responsible for the whole household while they're all sleeping, or they're all down at the beach, and you're in the house making sure that dinner's going to be ready, or that the family's going to be provided for, that you can pay for this vacation. It's been all on you. It is time to surrender that. It is time to give it up, let it work out, let it be, and throw away the itinerary, the plan, the idea that you have to be the night guard while everyone else gets to relax and have fun. Virgo, this is glorious. The end is here. And look at this. There is a partnership that is saying, focus on me instead of the whole world. Let's pull it in. We can't fix the whole world, but we can really ignore it and put our head in the sand and pretend that we are on our own deserted island here where there are no problems. Wow. This is beautiful. This is the end of feeling alone, of feeling like it's all on you. Somebody steps up and takes the keys, and you're handing them over. You're like, here, take it. I trust you. Finally, you're trusting. That's what this is coming down to. You're trusting the youth. You're trusting what's coming up behind you, that they got this. You don't have to jump in and pull them up off the floor like the toddlers they were. You're letting them bounce around. You're letting them make their own mistakes. You're letting them fail, because it's the only way they're going to learn. It was the only way you learned. So there is some beautiful inner wisdom emerging here with you, Virgo, that you don't have to be the fixer of the world, that it's in God's hands, and you can relax. You can take a breather. You can take a break and not have to worry about that alarm going off, or you having to be in full control here. It's like having a drink and not worried about being the designated driver. You're just not the designated driver any longer when it comes to the energy. You've been the driving force. You've been the caretaker. You've been the nurse. You've been the doctor. You've been the triage unit for far too long. It is time to hand over the baton, pass it down to the younger ones that are coming up before you, after you, just like the ones before you did with you. They turned around and they handed you that baton of service, that baton of generosity, that baton of take care of things while I leave this earth, right? We all had that baton passed. And it's time for you to enjoy yourself now, for you to let your guard down and to hand that baton down to these younger energies. There's two in particular, younger people around you that really want to pick up the slack. They really want to help you. They really want to step in and take over the shop, take over the store. And you gotta trust that they got this. You gotta fully put it in their hands, because if you don't, then it's always gonna be on you. It's always gonna be your responsibility because you let them fail. So you just gotta back off. It's just not my problem any longer here. It is the end of that cycle, of that pattern of jumping in to fix the world. Tell me more about the heart space for Virgo. 6 of Cups. Oh my God, this is all about, I got to get that lovers right back out here. And exhaustion to go with the Queen of Swords there, and politics. Well, isn't that the freaking truth? Spirit, can we have a conversation that does not get politicized? Please, Lord, amen. So I am loving this for you, Virgo. Yes, putting down the right and the wrong of it, or it should be this way, or it should be that way, or I work too hard to have it not work out this way. It's detaching from the outcome. It's stepping back. It's taking a deep breath to reassess. Now that you're in this new beginning, it's like, well, where do I want to take this? I don't want to go down that familiar path of picking up all the responsibilities of people handing me, hey, Virgo, can you help me out? Hey, Virgo, I've got a problem. And you always being there, the doctor is in, right? So now the sign goes up on the door, closed for the holidays. And you go get that break that you deserve with a partner, with somebody that brings in this young energy to you, makes you feel young again, makes you feel like there's possibilities again, that hope is not lost, that love is not lost here. And that's what it's all about. Oh, God, I'm choking on my own spit with this. I am loving this reading for you, Virgo. I am loving this partnership, this beautiful, divinely guided partnership to go and just take your hat off, take your sorrows away, take your troubles away. It's just a prescription to forget about your problems for a minute. Another number 9, all about endings. Just end this out. Just say goodbye to the grief here. Say goodbye to that era. It's over. It's over. It's never going to happen that way again. It's never going to be pulled out. The rug is never going to be ripped out from underneath you again like it was before when you were caught off guard. And that's why you always feel like you're not going to get caught off guard again. So I'm going to be on guard the rest of my life, and you're tired. You're tired. Let spirit be your guard. Let spirit be your soldiers while you rest, Virgo, because it's time to rest. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the everyday, the foundation for you, the karmic reason for all of this, Virgo. What's going on in the soul space for Virgo, Spirit? 5 of Wands, competition steps up, but this is also my publishing card, the finally being seen, the finally being heard, the finally being included in the club here. So it's a card of acceptance, a card of since it's the card of competition, for me it's the card of acceptance. You're part of the club, you're part of the group. We realize what your value is here in your work. So it's being promoted, it's changed. So it's not the same job you've had before, it's not the same title you've had before. So it's a time for change for you, Virgo. It's a time for trusting that everything is working out for the benefit of me. So what am I worried about in the end? What am I worried about? It's all working out in my favor. It's all for the benefit of me. The angels are not going to let me fall. It's really a Jesus take the wheel moment for you, Virgo. Trusting in spirit again. Wow. What else? What else in the foundation, in the soul space for Virgo? What else? I think I saw, oh, look at this. The 3 of Swords comes out in reverse. That dark night of the soul is over. You've been through something. You've been through some lessons that have had you growing up and maturing. It's almost like growing up too soon. Something maybe very tragic happened and had you growing up too soon, had you facing fears way too soon. Politics very much feed into our fears of control and exclusion. And so very much we are feeding those fires, which is a beautiful thing, because then it's going to break, it's going to blow up, and it's going to break into inclusion. It's going to break into the other side of it. So it's all for purpose. It's all for the betterment of us. It's all for spiritual evolution, for the expansion of our consciousness. So it's time to trust. It's time to trust and stop trying to figure out how to save the world, or how to save everyone around us, or how to save anyone. It's not our job to save anyone, right? It's just our job to take care of ourselves and to keep the faith and keep the hope alive and to keep laughing through it all. That's our job. Life is supposed to be good for us. It is not supposed to be spent in this tower, in this room in the tower, trapped in our own thoughts, trapped in our own fears, trapped in our own desires. Even our dreams and desires can really torture us, because in the realization that that's what we want, we realize that we don't have it. And so we feel unworthy, right? When you hear people saying, well, we create our own reality, it can just really damage the psyche, because what we're hearing is, well, we get what we deserve. And so we don't feel like we deserve this pain. We don't feel like we deserve this suffering, because we don't. We don't. So I'm not a big fan of we create our own reality mentality. I'm a big fan of everything is happening for the purpose of our expansion and our growth and our exaltation out of the fear and dark ages, right? The dark ages broke into the Renaissance, if you look at the history. So let's break this into the Renaissance now and be free to express ourselves. That's what's coming after this suppression and holding down and chains on us, and don't say that, and don't look that way, and don't be this way, and it's just all these conditions. It's 100% conditional love, and that's not who God is. It's not who Jesus is. Jesus is all about unconditional love and acceptance, and that's the era we're moving into. Whether the dark energies like it or not, here we come. What last words of advice do you have for Virgo for this new moon in Libra? Ooh, love this, the Ace of Wands. Look at this inspired new beginning coming in, this inspired action coming in now to move on this, that you can move on it with peace and harmony and trust. You don't have to move on it out of a knee-jerk reaction or fear, or go back to the addiction of fear because that's the hell you knew. It's time to just really, really kick that devil out of your mind space here, Virgo. Just kick that addiction to go back into the fear mode. Just kick it out. This is a brand new beginning, a brand new era for you. And there's just no room for addiction here. It's just no room. You need to be very, very clear on being addicted to addiction itself. It has nothing to do with the substance. It's how you feel about that, how you feel about your willpower, how you feel about the label of addiction itself. So yeah, it's time to not be that designated driver, not just push away every single drop of things that are not good for you, because that's gonna make you foggy or make you cloudy or make you not be in your own senses here. It's time to taste the beautifulness of life without fear that it's going to do something detrimental to your body. It's time to feed the psyche with things that make you feel good, whatever that is. So yeah, at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles, the reciprocity. There is an equal, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful power couple here. There's two separate stories here. There's a power couple who are whole within themselves. They are not two halves looking for completion in another here. That's just codependency, and it can get very, very, very twin flame energy, which is not fun and not fun at all. These are two whole people coming together. They're whole no matter what. They are complete no matter what. The other is not completing them, right? I know we're all looking for this love that completes us. We have to move into love already complete for us to feel complete. That's the truth. That's the truth of it. So there's two separate stories. There's these two whole beings coming together and running an empire, managing a legacy here, managing a true empire with all this royalty, a true kingdom. And there's two apprentices. There's two young people around you that have so much to offer. They want the baton. They want you to pass down your wisdom now and give them the trust that they so deeply crave here. So that's the other story here. And when you do, you get to go on vacation. You get to take a break because you know that you trusting them. They're running things smoothly. And even if they're not, they're going to fix it because they don't want to disappoint you. That's the biggest thing here is there are two people, two younger people that really will do anything they can to not disappoint you. They want to live up to your standards, but you got to hand over the baton in order for them to feel like they're living up to your standards. Because if you're the helicopter boss or the helicopter parent, they're always going to be bouncing off your rules the way you did it. There's got to be a new breath, a new young breath moving into this for you. Virgo, God, do I love this. I absolutely love this. So it's such a beautiful reading for you. Let me know if this resonated. If you like this reading, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you, Virgo. And I will definitely tune in with you soon.